Well, it's that time of year again. We finally got a good chunk of news on NASCAR Heat 4. So pre-orders started popping up for NASCAR Heat 4 on some websites. We got it on Best Buy, on Walmart. I think those are the only two right now that I know of. But with these pre-orders, it gives us quite a number of details. So let's hop into it. So you guys can go to Best Buy or Walmart or whatever, just type in NASCAR Heat 4 and there you go. Right now we're looking at the NASCAR Heat 4 Gold Edition. So this is $70. And it looks like this is going to come out 3 days early. And the standard edition should come out September 13th. So I guess it's kind of similar almost to the Legend Edition they do with NBA 2K every year. This year we've got some, special edition with Jeff Gordon. And so yeah, I mean, it comes with some stuff. We'll hop right into about this item. So with the Gold Edition, you get the 2019 Season Pass DLC and exclusive Jeff Gordon Steel Box. I'm not 100% sure what that is if I had to guess. You're going to get some sort of special game box. So, cool. Official game of NASCAR features all 3 NASCAR National Series. And fan favorite, the Extreme Dirt Tour, is back. Woohoo. Career mode enhancements, updated visuals, and new engine audio immerses players in the race. The new track map and unlockable paint schemes combined with new AI controls and drafting features give players a more authentic feel. That's already a whole bunch of information. Complete across 38 tracks against 150 official NASCAR teams and drivers as you race for the championship. Pre-order for exclusive access to the night version of Martinsville Speedway. So yeah, full game, 2019 Season Pass, Jeff Gordon Steel Book, new features, track map, unlockable paint schemes, control options, enhanced career mode, new graphics and sound. That must be very important. Biggest improvement in graphics and sound in nearly a decade. I don't know what we're comparing that to, but okay. Drafting. Team up and draft with other drivers. Seize the moment and break from the pack when the time is right. Yeah, we'll talk about that here in a minute. Competitive, smarter AI. We're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes. Multiple racing lines and new controls for skill range, stability, spread, and mechanical failures. NASCAR Esports, we know all about that. And that's really about that. And, of course, it comes with quite a bit of screenshots from the game. The biggest thing is, obviously, the game is not going to be out here until September. So a lot's going to change. I mean, a lot of things will probably change before this game is 100% done. So the screenshots, they give us a pretty good look. But keep in mind, we still got a long time till the game totally comes out. A lot of these pictures come from Daytona. That's cool. First picture up here, Denny Hamlin, Eric Almirola, Kyle Busch, Truex kind of up there. Just, based off of the first couple of screenshots, obviously you can tell the game seems a lot sharper. That's something I noticed with a lot of these screenshots. It seems like the track detail seems a lot higher. That's cool. I mean, the graphics car-wise definitely look a little better. We don't have any damage model screenshots or anything like that. These are just, just normal screenshots of some racing activity here. I don't want to overanalyze too much here. The only concern I have, and the plate racing really hasn't been crazy, especially the last couple of years. It's just been, the AI cars, they just kind of sit on the track and they just kind of pick whatever lane. They don't really race a whole lot. So just based off of these screenshots, it looks kind of the same in that aspect, where it just looks like the AI cars just kind of fill up whatever lane they can find, and then that's really about it. So especially like some of these, like Kevin Harvick on the high side, kind of just by himself for no apparent reason. That's kind of same. Clint Boyer, just kind of chilling. I don't know. Especially the one with Denny Hamlin and Eric Almirola. It doesn't really seem like any of these guys are particularly like following each other. They're just kind of like Denny Hamlin's kind of middle of the track. Kyle Busch is kind of there. And then like Paul Menard's hugging the yellow line. It's just kind of all over the place. And there's not a lot of that. You want to be straight behind the guy in front of you. You want to get that, as good as run as you possibly can. There's just a lot of AI cars kind of shuffled all over the place. But other than that, I mean, there's a couple of screenshots from Atlanta. There are actually more screenshots, I think, on the Best Buy page. We've got a shot of Phoenix with Chase Elliott, which, I mean, looks pretty good. The car actually looks pretty solid. You can see that side skirt right there on the racetrack. The ride heights look pretty solid. There's a screenshot of Eldora. I mean, it doesn't look too terribly crazy, honestly. It looks very similar to the early screenshots we got of Eldora last year with that evening dusk kind of skies. So, and of course, we got a screenshot of kind of, in the garage. We got Truex sitting in the garage. This doesn't really tell us a whole lot, but it does look pretty good. The lighting looks good. We're at the Food City 500. We got the practice times. Looks like qualifying and the race. So, I guess this is probably what you're looking at when you hop into a quick race. That's what I would assume. So once again, nothing too crazy. Obviously, there's a couple screenshots here that don't make a whole lot of sense. The biggest one, with this one at Daytona, we've got Trevor Bayne in the 6 Fusion, which is still pretty much a Ford Mustang, but I don't know what's going on here. I'm not worried about it really too much. I mean, I think they probably just threw some cars out there and said the hell with it. They'll probably fix some of that stuff later. He might be a field filler. We're not sure how that's gonna work. If they need, there's one of these screenshots somewhere around in here with Danica in the back. I noticed. I think at Atlanta. So, and there's also it looks like Casey Kane is still out there running in the Levine Family Racing Camaro. It's little stuff like that. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. We got another screenshot of Kevin Harvick, the Roval. Looks pretty cool. Obviously we can't see a whole lot of it. And of course the Roval just changed. They announced that. So, unfortunately, honestly, I don't think we're going to see that updated Roval with NASCAR Heat 4. But, yeah, they just, unlucky with that. But you never know. They might get it for the 2020 DLC update. So going back here, let's talk about some of this stuff, some of the features. So the pre-order bonus this year, you get the night version of Martinsville Speedway. That's pretty cool. Everybody loves Martinsville. Everybody loves Night Martinsville. The gold edition seems cool, I guess. I mean, you get the 2019 season pass, so you'll get all the DLC that comes with the game throughout the months. I'm sure it's going to be like the last 2 or 3 years. Really, every month you get a whole bunch of DLC paint schemes. But it also gets interesting because they're also saying at some point in here that there's going to be unlockable paint schemes. How that works, who knows? That's a really cool idea because that's a huge throwback to the EA games, the NASCAR Thunder games. Unlockable paint schemes is where it's at. I'm actually surprised that this is a feature. I mean, I don't know exactly what this is going to mean, what kind of paint schemes like we could possibly get. I can't imagine it'd be too many of them. But, yeah, that's really cool. I'm really surprised that that is something. We'll see how that goes. I mean, we'll see what we get out of that. The track map is huge. A lot of people have wanted that for a long time, and I'm kind of on board with that. I didn't really mind it, but playing some of the older games, man, it's really nice to see where people are running and things happening on the full track map. So I think that's a great feature. Unfortunately, one thing, I thought of that's not really on here is the paint booth. We don't know anything about the paint booth. Very worried there. I know a lot of you guys want me to talk about career mode. A lot of you guys care about career mode. I care the most about career mode out of any of the other features in this game. Enhanced career mode. That scares me a little bit. It doesn't just come right out and say there's these big new features for your career mode, like do this, do that. There's not a big story around career mode. All we get is enhanced career mode. So who knows what that means? I take that as you're going to have a very similar path from last year to this year, with enhancements. So, I mean, honestly, NASCAR E3 didn't have too bad of a base for a career mode. I always said all it needed was some tweaks, some balancing out. They would have been all right. It would have been playable for me. So who knows? I think we'll get that for Heat 4. A big one. Team up and draft with other drivers. That tells me that shared draft is coming back. I don't know what else it could be. I mean, it's got to be something along the lines of that, right? Maybe they're finally countering the rival system. Maybe you'll be able to share draft and become friends with drivers. I doubt that, but the way it's making it seem is that there will be some sort of shared draft and some sort of feature that you could just lock in with some driver and just pull away. So something very similar we've seen with some of the older games. See, multiple racing lines. That's something that has been missing in the first 3 games. Not only from the user, but the AI cars. That's going to be very interesting to see if they can actually get the AI to run different lanes, or if you can run multiple lanes and actually make it work. Also something that catches everybody's eye, mechanical failures. Oh boy. So am I going to be able to have mechanical failures? I hope so. That'd be pretty cool. I'd love to see that tie into career mode, but I'm sure we'll definitely see it out of the AI cars. We probably won't see it out of the users, but hey, that's better than nothing. And then briefly, competitive, smarter AI in all caps. Here's the thing. They've been preaching smarter AI since, Heat 2 was really bad. And they came out with Heat 3 talking about the AI was going to be a lot better. They were going to take gambles. They were going to do smart things. When we actually got to Heat 3, not a lot had changed. They still did a lot of dumb things. And a lot of AI cars still threw away their races because they were just incompetent. We'll see how that goes. They said there was going to be smarter AI last year. I don't think that was really the case. It might be the case this year. We'll see. But honestly, I really think that's about it. So another thing I'll share with you guys, there was this video that kind of leaked that apparently 704 NASCAR Heat uploaded on their YouTube channel and then was deleted shortly after. It spread like wildfire after a while, and it appeared to be NASCAR Heat 4 gameplay. It's Kevin Harvick running around Daytona. It's nothing crazy, but I was talking about it on Twitter, and the pack racing did not look great. I will tell you that. That was my biggest problem with it. Graphically, it looked all right. It looked like I didn't have a problem with that. I usually don't care about the graphics anyway, so graphics looked fine to me. The part I was upset about was the pack racing mostly. How spread out it was. It looked like a NASCAR Heat Evolution pack race, and that was really bad. However, it was very interesting to see a lot of the AI cars. It seemed like they were actually kind of working together, which is a very interesting concept that we have not experienced in previous NASCAR Heat games. And again, that goes back to this whole share draft thing that's being kind of hyped up in the about section or in the description of the pre-orders. So either way, there's definitely going to be some sort of AI cars linking up with other AI cars, and I guess you'll be able to hop in there and work with who you want. So don't know how that's going to work out, but it looks interesting, that is for sure. So honestly, I think that's really about it. I mean, honestly, what I gathered from this is that, well, it seems like there's definitely it seems like a great improvement in the graphics. It seems like that's kind of where they went this year. Obviously, we don't really have any gameplay, but based off of some of the descriptions, it definitely seems like every area of the game outside of like the graphics seemed like they got a solid improvement. So, I mean, there's no real big, crazy career mode details or anything. I was kind of hoping for more career mode details. I was hoping for some sort of some big features coming out of that this year, but so far, we're left with enhanced career mode. So, who knows what that means? We'll find out later. But all in all, I mean, we got some good stuff. We got the track map. We got, it looks like some sort of iteration of share draft is coming back. Supposedly smarter AI, which I'm looking forward to. Multi-groove racing, mechanical failures. Either way, I look forward to playing NASCAR Heat 4. I know I did not have the greatest relationship with NASCAR Heat 3, but I'm ready to get going again, and I'm ready to try it out. So let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think about the details and whether or not you guys will be picking up the game? I definitely think it's going to be very important to wait around and definitely see a lot of gameplay. Maybe even wait around and see some content creators play the game and see how it plays before you make your decision. But once again, we're very early in this process, but we got a lot of great details. So there should get a lot more here coming very, very soon. So I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. It helps me out a ton. But that'll do it for me. I don't know if you'll see any more like T4 stuff in the future. Hopefully. But yeah, I look forward to starting the career mode eventually down the road and some more fun stuff to come. So once again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.